Hello, what's going on? What the hell is happening, people? Happy Friday. Uh, Welcome back to the BustyBuffalo Podcast with your host, Pop Edo. Back in the house. It's a goddamn hot day. I've been sweating all fucking day. When you can feel like your sweat drip down your back, and you have like those little tiny like back hairs by your lower back, and then like the hair trickles down in between your hairs, or I mean the sweat trickles down in between your hairs, right? Leaving little tiny driplets of sweat, little beads of sweat on each hair, but it still finds a way to reach down all the way into your butt crack. That happened at least 5 times when I was in the car. I was listening to music, just driving. I was hanging out with my brother, having a good ass time. We held hands, we kissed each other's foreheads and stuff. And I felt the fucking sweat drip down my butt crack at least like 5 fucking times. It's hot. And it's gonna get hotter. It's only May. I can't believe what it's gonna be like in July when the birds are chirping and my dick's hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be hot. Probably gonna lose a lot of weight just because of how much I'm gonna sweat. I can't wait for it. I just had some mucus go in the back of my throat, and I was like, I sounded like this. I sounded like a little frog. Fucking so stupid, dude. I was at school. Well, now I started my summer classes this past Tuesday. Silly week, syllabus week. We get to do nothing. No, I started my classes, and they're not bad. I only have 2 classes. I just have statistics and accounting, but it's like the most boring thing, dude. Yeah, like I walk into class, I just want to rip my dick off and hand it to the professor and be like, "Hey, man, you think I could get an A?" And then he's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Hey," and he's like, "Hey," and then we're both like, "Hey," and then we make out. Um, yeah, man, I don't like school. My classes right now make me depressed. Even though I'm not depressed, I don't have depression. I do not have depression. No, but dude, I don't know. I wish I had just my summer to myself and just I could work, but it's whatever. And to top it off, I had class last night, and my friend Farouk and I, we're both European. We're both Bosnian, We're both just ugly as shit. And I can say that for the both of us. He'll probably say, "Oh, speak for yourself." We're both ugly as shit. Okay? We both have one lazy eye. Like a little tiny bit. You know how everybody has like a little lazy eye, Sometimes you'll catch yourself, your eye goes in a different direction. You're like, "Oh, fuck, I do have a little lazy eye." But that's my left eye. My left eye is my lazy eye. Okay? But him and I, we're in statistics. And there was this Indian kid to our left. And I didn't see him on Tuesday, but he was there yesterday. So I don't know how he got into the class. This man, I don't know if I'm pretty sure he's wearing shorts. He's wearing shorts, and he was wearing shoes. This man, okay, hear me out. And I don't really like to complain about things, but this is gross, okay? The man took his shoes off, had his bare feet up on another chair, dude. Honestly, how about this? All right, listen. Like, hear me out. All right, hear me out. How about this? Get the fuck out of the classroom, huh? Yeah, you think that's okay to do that, dude? And his feet were above my waist. Like I think at least like below my waist level. Like that's fine. You got your feet out. You're letting your feet air out. But I get it. But dude, you're putting them out for everybody to see, and you're wiggling your little fucking toes, dude. I swear to God, Asians just don't give a fuck about their goddamn shoes, okay? And especially when it comes to college. Asians, including Indians. Indians technically Asian, okay? Dude, they don't care about their shoes. Actually, okay, hear me out. Some Asians are fresh as fuck, and they care about what they wear. Because they're rich as shit, and like I don't know how they have so much money. They'll lease out like Porsches and shit on campus, crazy stuff. But most of the time, they're just wearing flip flops all the time, and that's how you know that they care only about school. They don't give a shit about how someone's gonna like judge them based off like their clothes. They don't care what a girl's gonna think about what they wear, or vice versa, a guy. You know what I mean? They just there. They're just there to learn, dude. But this guy, he looked sophisticated. He kind of looked a little Americanized. He was wearing a Patagonia shirt, and I was like, wow. I feel like this guy should be a little cultured and be like, hey, I shouldn't put my feet up in a public school where a lot of other people sit near you, dude. I can't be the only one who thinks fucking feet are just so goddamn gross. Like, honestly, I wish I had like the Click remote from Adam Sandler's movie Click. I wish I could pause it and just do like a nice spinning back fist straight to his fucking throat, man. Are you serious? I was like 5 feet away. If I smelled him, I probably would have said something. I would have been like, hey man, get your bunion infested fucking feet off that chair so I could stop looking at him, bro. He was wiggling his toes like he was happy. Dude, get the fuck out. Just listen, get the fuck out. That's all. That's all you gotta do, man. I'm not even asking for a lot. I'm being so nice right now. I'm being so goddamn nice right now. How about this? Just get the fuck out. Not because he's Indian. Not because he's from Asia. Because he whipped out his fucking feet, dude. If anybody else did that, I would feel the exact same way. I would feel the exact same way. It's the same thing when people whip out their feet on the goddamn airplane. Dude, why? I wish natural selection can come into play, like somehow in this situation. And but it just doesn't because it's so gross. It made me upset. It made me a little upset, I'll be honest. Did I cry? No. Didn't want to fucking cry. I just thought something like, how could a person really do that? You know what I mean? It made me sick. I just didn't know what the fuck to do. And my friend Farouk was like, dude, you should say something. I'm not going to say something, dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be like, hey man, put your feet down. I'm not his mom or his dad. But at the same time, you should be conscious about what you're doing and be like, hey man, I'm kind of gross. You know what I'm saying? A little gross. Alright, either way. Oh man. Dude, it's the 10th episode, bros. Okay? I feel like I should be talking about something. And, I don't even know, something special since it's the 10th episode, man. I didn't even think I was going to make it this far. Usually I'll start shit and then I just won't finish it because, it's uninteresting or it doesn't doesn't keep my attention as much. But I didn't think I was going to like doing this. Anchor is awesome as shit. I didn't have to buy I'm right now, believe it or not, I bought a $10 mic off Amazon. And if you can tell if it sounds any better, sweet. If you can't, suck my teeth. You know what I'm saying? And I hope I'm just going to keep using this mic. I could also use this mic for like interviews or some shit. It'd be cool. But yeah, I'm using this mic right now. And Anchor's cool shit. I can just make podcasts right now just off my phone. Or even off my laptop. I could just record shit and just upload it. Like, that's just like awesome as hell. And it distributes to everything. So, shout out Anchor. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my boys at Anchor. They're doing great things over there, man. Yeah, and it's the 10th episode. It's fucking awesome. We're doing a good ass job, boys and women. Whoever's listening. And for the 10th episode, I feel like I should talk about something special. So, you know what? I'll talk a little bit about myself and where I came from. Like how did I get here? Okay? Because I feel like that's something a lot of people would want to know, especially if you just if you just heard about me. My name, I like to go by Edo. And I've been called Edo my whole life. First name is retarded. Not retarded. My first name is just, I don't like it. So I'm just not going to say it. You'll probably find it later. It's whatever. I was born. Well, let's first start about this. My parents are both Bosnian. Okay. And they had my brother. when they were in Bosnia during the war. And after the war, or during the war, my parents fled to Germany. And after a year or so, they had me, and I was born in 1997 in a little town called Remscheid in Germany. I forget what that town is closest to, like the bigger town. Maybe I think it's closer to Frankfurt. If you guys don't know where Frankfurt is in Germany, it's one of the bigger cities. But yeah, I was born there, lived there for about a little bit until my parents decided to move back to Bosnia after the war was over. But you know, when fucking war is over in a country, there's this thing called destruction, dude. You know what I mean? Everything was fucking gone. Most of the stuff that we had, so we had to like rebuild it. And we realized there was no future, or at least like for my parents didn't. My parents realized there was no future for like my brother and I, so they decided to get out, and we decided, or my parents planned on coming to America, and we did in 2001. Fun fact. My plane was booked on literally 9/11, and our plane kept getting delayed and delayed and delayed, and we didn't know why until it all popped up on the TV, like on national news about like what was going on in New York, and my dad was like, "Well, do you guys still want to go to America?" I mean, fuck, man, it was a crazy time, so I understand why he'd want to be second guessing his decisions. But I'm glad he didn't. I'm here in America right now, even though shit's crazy right now, you know, with presidency going on, politics, fucking school shootings, man. America is so insane, dude. Like, compared to, from when I grown up, or for where I grown up, from where I've been growing up, like in Europe, to compare it to like now in America is just like ridiculous. Everything is just more advanced. That's a fact. All right. But I feel like when you have a more advanced country with a lot more people, you have more like crazy shit going on, and it's obvious. The shit goes on in America. The shit that goes on in America is so scary, bro. When my cousins ask me like constantly, like, "Hey man, are you all right?" Like, there's some crazy stuff going on in America. I'm like, yeah, dude. Like, it's like it happens a lot. It happens too often, and it's sad. But I don't know. I'm really glad I came to America, dude. I met some of the greatest people, and also met some of like the shittiest people that, you know, have been awful to me, but have, you know, everybody has taught me a lesson in life. You know what I mean? I've learned from everybody that I've met. You know, negative like people, positive people. So like I thank everybody that has, you know, crossed my path and made me a better person. You know, so I like to thank them. Everybody who's treated me like shit. People who have treated me like shit, thank you. You know what I mean? I wouldn't have become the person that I am today without you. And do I forgive you? No. Do I forgive you? Fuck no. I'll never forgive someone for doing me wrong, man. Are you kidding me? Oh, let live, you know what I mean? Just let it go. No. People have done me wrong in the past. Now they want to, you know, be my friend all of a sudden. You can literally, dude, get the fuck out. How about that? You're at a red light, man? You're having a good time? You know what I mean? I'm chilling. The fucking light for you is green, man. Go. You don't need me no more. Get the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? So I thank everybody that I've met. And, yeah, I came to America in 2001. And I lived in Pittsburgh for, like, the longest fucking time. And I do miss Pittsburgh like crazy, dude. Pittsburgh was such a nice ass city to live in. You know, I first lived in a city, and then I eventually moved out into like into some apartments like by the suburbs. And didn't know English, dude. I swear to God, when I first lived in the city, I only had black friends for like a month or two, and I don't remember any of their names. But I'm pretty sure they do remember me because I was probably the first white person they ever met that just didn't know what the fuck they were saying and just didn't know how to speak to them. They probably thought I was just like mentally like unstable or something or mentally handicapped. I don't even know. Either way, they were so goddamn nice. And I remember seeing their little peepees because when I was a kid, I don't know why people have like did this growing up, but people when they were kids, when they were peeing, I always pissed normally. I pissed, when I was a kid, I pissed like how I piss today. I just unzip and I, let it out. Kids, when I was growing up, I thought this was like an American thing, dude. My mom always taught me just to pee like regularly, like how every dude does like today. But when you were kids, people used to just drop their pants all the way down, like, to their ankles, so their asses were showing. And then like, because we used to play basketball in the city, and like that's all I remember because I used to just play sports with these fucking kids. And one time we were all just like had to go piss, so they all went to piss. I followed them, and they were all just had their asses out. I'm like, bro, what the fuck is going on? They all turned around. They were like, hee hee, laughing at their fucking pee-pees, dude. Yeah, man. A fucking goddamn it, dude. That's just some shit I remember like as a kid. I don't remember a lot of things, but I just remember vivid shit like that. It's just like sticks in my goddamn brain, dude. Man, any fucking ways. But yeah, I lived in Pittsburgh for a little bit, and I decided to go to, or my parents decided that we had to move because Pittsburgh wasn't just a place. So I moved to a little town now called Harrisburg, and everybody here is cool shit. It's just that it's so goddamn boring. There's literally nothing to do other than just go to school or like do drugs around here, and it's just not fun. I mean, I love my friends and I have fun with my friends, but like I feel like there should be more to a town. You know what I mean? If I'm living in a city, like I should be having a good ass fucking time, but I'm not. And that's why I just don't plan on living here when I get older. I mean, it's a great place to live just to save money. Taxes aren't high. The standard of living isn't high. Like you can make it by, but it's just like I'm not content here. You know what I mean? I don't see myself like living here in the future, and I hope people like understand that. Um, I don't know, because the only thing to do around here is just like fucking comedy. Like there's like a comedy club by me that I go to and I do stand up at, and that's the only really big thing that like interests me. Anything else like clubs and stuff, like no. Like that's not my scene. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to do that. So I never do. When people invite me to go out downtown, like I'm alright, dude. I'd rather just stay home, wank, rip some skin off, dude. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Rip some old skinny, some motherfucking Skinner-roonies off, dog. You know what I'm saying? Shit. I don't know. Yeah, and then I moved out. I moved out to here, and I feel like I'm missing like a lot of shit. But I'm not trying to like, tell my whole life story. I moved out into another apartment, in Harrisburg, and eventually we moved out into our first home. So it was a big accomplishment for my family to get. We're living in a ranch house, but it's still a home. It's nice as hell. You know what I'm saying? Having a good ass time with your family. We don't play board games though, so like, I know a lot of white families play board games. We fucking don't. Okay. I just don't understand how people do it. It's fucking weird. It's like I play Dungeons and Dragons with my friends, but I never play goddamn board games with my parents. Yeah, I'm a fucking nerd. I play Dungeons and Dragons, man. It's like the funnest board game you could ever play, honestly. If you're into Game of Thrones or like Vikings and stuff like that, like those old ass battling games, try it. Try it with your friends. I'm telling you, you're gonna be happy. Dungeons and Dragons is like one of the funnest fucking board games you can play, man. It's so fucking good. God damn. But yeah, dude, I also saw this thing. Oh yeah, I just breezed by like my life story like it was nothing. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, dude. Coming to America like as an immigrant so far has taught me so goddamn much, man, So that's why when I see, I get it. I came to America like legally. My dad had a like work visa, and he worked as much as he could, got a green card, and they both worked up for their citizenship. And since I was I was their kid when they got their citizenship. I got my citizenship, so I'm a proud U.S. citizen. You know what I mean? I'm here legally. I was illegal for a little bit. You know what I mean? But that's how you have to do it. You know, that's the process of being, an American. Like, we wanted to become Americans, so we did. So that's why when I see people who struggle and who came here and, dropped everything from their old country just to make something new here, man, it takes a lot. I can't understand the stress that my parents were going through, like, when they did that shit. So when I see immigrants, like, they get that chance taken from them, it hurts. It hurts like fucking crazy, dude. And ICE right now, I don't fucking know a lot. I know ICE just takes people, like they take children's like parents away from them because like they're illegal. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they're not criminals. They're just illegal. They're trying to make a fucking life for their children, man. And that's all that really matters. You're trying to like help your kids have a better life, because that's all that really matters eventually in the end. People who are they're asking, why am I not rich, man? Like, if you had like a goddamn family who had a lot of money and eventually invested in their children, and and that's just how that shit works, and then your family will be rich. Your family will be well off. You take care of your kids, that's your future, dude. And that's what my parents did. And I can never thank them enough for what they have done for me. So that's why every time I see like immigrants going through hard shit, man, like that's just crazy. Imagine if time was different and I came like 10 years later till now. It would be so goddamn tough trying to get in America. It was easier back then. But now it's like 10 times harder. I mean, what are you going to do? I feel bad. But then you got fucking American kids, they're not humble. I don't want to say that, but it's true. I feel like over the years I've become so goddamn humble because of where I came from and how I was raised. And I see kids now that are just taking advantage of their parents and not, fucking doing what they're told. Their parents are trying to like tell them because they've been there, but they've been in the situation they've been in. Like they're more knowledgeable, they're wise. But I see American kids just don't listen to their parents. It's a shame. I don't know. Makes me sad. Everybody's different though. I mean, what are you gonna expect? I feel like it depends on how you're raised. It would always come down to how you were raised, and if your parents are shit, you're gonna be shit. If your parents are awesome, you're gonna be awesome. And you're probably gonna be shit at the same time if you're always awesome. Oh, I don't know. What's up? Nicht. What's it called? I also saw this thing. That was my mother. I also saw this thing in the news that this 30-year-old dude won't get out of his own fucking parents' house or whatever. So their parents are literally just suing him. They're like, you get the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? And like, you gotta pay shit. He doesn't pay anything. He just refuses to. He's like, it's my parents. You know what I mean? And so they took him. I said court, but let me be more specific, okay? This 30-year-old's parents took him to the Supreme Court, dude. Supreme Court. Just to evict his ass, bro. You kidding me? How fucking ass of parents do you have to be? You can't tell your kid, like, dude, get the fuck out. I'm gonna beat your ass. And if you're the dad, how are you not beating your son's ass? Get the fuck out of my house. This is not your house. Get the fuck out. It's not that hard. Or at least I don't think it's that hard. I feel like people make it out to be super goddamn hard, but honestly, just kick your goddamn kid out. Kick your goddamn kid out. It's not that hard. I'm saying it like I'm a parent because I'm technically a dad. I got my dad calves. You don't understand, dude. God damn, man. Well, all right, guys. I think I'm gonna close it for today. Oh my god, dude, it's been 25 minutes. All right, because I've been doing this for like a little bit. It's 10th episode, dude, and I'm already doing 25 minutes. I feel like I'm just getting a little better and better at doing these goddamn podcasts, bro. And I'm having so much fucking fun right now. I love it. Honestly, I wish I could do more like interaction with people who are listening, because that would be so goddamn fun. But honestly, this shit's making me so happy. I hope you guys enjoyed my little story. I know I didn't fucking tell anything. I told a little bit, you know what I mean? But what do you want, you know? It's just a little insight on my life and where I came from and who, like, you know, what my culture is. And I'm glad I can share that with people. Hope you guys really enjoyed this episode. You know what I mean? It means a lot if anybody's listening right now. Honestly, thank you for tuning in. You know, it's been a little bit since I posted, probably like a week ago. I feel like every week is a decent, you know, there's like a decent, what's the word? It's, you know, I feel like it's a good way, like, just to keep uploading every week. Or maybe like twice a week I could start uploading even more. Just so I can stay consistent and have discipline. But yeah, thank you guys for listening again. I hope you guys enjoyed a moment with Pop Edo here at BustyBuffalo. You know what I mean? Go ahead, check out my Twitter at Fungus on Thy Toe. My Instagram is Edo_Dulas. So it's EDO_Dulas. I just post funny shit everywhere. So if you follow me on social media, have a good laugh. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to see you guys fucking next time, all right? Love you. Take care. Be safe. Bye-bye.
The podcast you just heard was recorded with Anchor. If you want to make your own, download the Android or iOS app completely free from anchor.fm/podcast. That's anchor.fm/podcast.